up for the launch of several new offerings, from Vande Bharat Sleeper to Vande Metro, and now a new train with upgraded second-class coaches. Giving us details about these projects is BG Mallya. He is the General Manager of ICF Chennai. Welcome to Times of India Online, sir. Thank you for taking our time.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, what are the big ticket projects that are lined up for this fiscal year?
I think I'll start in chrono order. The first rollout from ICF would be a train called the non-AC push-pull. The non-AC push-pull is essentially a train which has only non-air conditioned coaches.
Right.
There are 22 coaches in one formation, of which 12 are sleeper cars. We have 8 of these general second-class coaches where you don't need reservation. You can get onto the train without reservation. And you have something called the 2 guards compartments. In these guard compartments, we have space for ladies in one coach and space for the differently abled passengers in another coach. The different feature of this train is that it has got a locomotive at either end. That is why it is called a push-pull. The loco in the front is pulling the train formation. The loco in the rear is pushing it.
Right.
The advantage of a push-pull is, one is you have twice the power which is there on one train. These locomotives are being manufactured by Chittaranjan Locomotive Works. And with these 2 locomotives, you'll get higher reliability because even if one locomotive fails, the other locomotive can still take the train to its destination. Your pickup will be better because you have twice the power. And on the train, we have tried to make the travel experience better for the passengers who use non-AC coaches. We've got gangways between coaches. Gangways provide you a smooth passage from one coach to the other. In the normal LHB coach, when you move from one coach to the other, it's a very scary experience.
Right.
The Vande has the best gangway.
Yes.
This is a slightly scaled down gangway, but it will have all the features of the Vande gangway. Rainwater doesn't fall inside, dust doesn't come inside. So you can go from one coach to the other seamlessly. That is one feature. The second feature is we have provided something called semi-permanent couplers, because of which the ride will be jerk-free. The third feature is in these trains, we have a superior lighting system. It's a soft type of lighting system. The inner ambience is better, the selection of the colors of the seats and berths. We have a cell phone charging point for each passenger. And we have, like the Vande, a bottle holder for each passenger.
Okay.
The toilets are very close to the Vande. On non-AC coaches, normally the toilets are the weakest links. On these trains, the toilets will be almost equivalent to the Vande.
Okay. And is there a number to how many you are planning to roll out?
Yeah, we'll be rolling out 2 trains in the current fiscal. The first train is almost ready. We are hoping by around 20th of October, the process of testing will start. The locomotives, as I told you, are getting manufactured by Chittaranjan Locomotive Works.
Right.
We are expecting the locomotives in the coming week. Then we'll make the train formation, test it within our factory, and then take it for a trial run in Southern Railway.
Okay. So coming to the Vande Bharat sleeper train project, by when do you expect to roll out the first prototype? And in terms of passenger ride comfort, safety and features, how is it going to be better than the Rajdhani trains?
See, the Vande sleeper is basically the Vande chair car modified with sleeper accommodation. This train would have 16 coaches, of which 11 will be the AC 3-tier types, 4 would be the AC 2-tier types, and 1 would be the first class air conditioned.
Right.
All features of the Vande are there. Air conditioned, it has automatic doors, it has intercommunication doors, it will have the same type of vacuum toilets. The value addition is the interiors will be of a caliber which we have never seen in India.
Okay.
When you enter the coach, you'll have that wow factor.
Okay.
The ambience is excellent. We'll have soft lighting. We'll have a very passenger-friendly ladder for getting onto the upper berths. The ladder is one of our weakest areas as far as the sleeper trains are concerned. And again, these regular things like cell phone charging point for each berth, all that will be there.
Okay.
So this train we are hoping to roll out by March. We are doing it in collaboration with Bharat Earthmovers Limited, which is a PSU under the Ministry of Defence. And how ICF is involved is the design process is jointly being done by ICF and BEML. The propulsion for this train is being supplied by ICF.
So it's going to be assembled at ICF?
No, it is going to be assembled at BML.
Okay, but you are expecting it to be ready for testing by March?
March.
Yeah, so coming to the Vande Metro project, it's for shorter distances, intercity travel.
Yeah, typically about 300 kilometers each way.
Okay, so how is it going to be different from the current intercity trains that we have? And there are these RRTS trains which are also coming out in the coming months. So how are they going to be different from that? How are they going to be better for passengers?
See, the Vande Metro was conceived as a replacement for what we call as mainline EMU. So it is going to be for these shorter leads of 250 to 300 kilometers.
Right.
It will have all the Vande features. It will be an air-conditioned train. It will have automatic doors. The only difference is on the Vande chair car, you don't have space for standees. This train would have space for standees. In each coach, you can carry 100 passengers on the seats and 200 standees.
Okay.
They would have toilets, they would have onboard infotainment. The air conditioning ambience will be just like the Vande. The gangways will be just like the Vande. As I told you, it's a replacement for the memo.
Memo, right.
So whatever the memo has, it has at least that.
Right.
And what we have added is the air conditioning, the automatic doors, the kavach, the gangways.
Right. Okay, and when do you expect to roll out the first prototype?
This rollout is expected by January 2024.
It started being manufactured?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Finally, sir, coming to the overall ICF production targets for this fiscal and the next fiscal, what are the targets and how many Vande trains are you planning to manufacture?
See, this year the program is for 75 Vande trains, of which 63 are the 8-car versions and 12 are the 16-car versions.
Right.
And in addition, we have what we call as LHB coaches, the normal coaches what you see. That is about 1700 coaches. The Vandes are about 700. We have 750 EMU type of coaches and we have about 100 special coaches.
Okay.
So the total count comes to 3250.
Okay.
And this is the type of production we are hoping we'll be able to sustain.
Okay.
Only the numbers will switch between LHB and the EMUs or the Vandes and the EMUs. Even next year, we are targeting about 500 to 550 Vande Bharat trains.
Okay. Is there any plan to manufacture the Vande Bharat sleeper at ICF? This one is being manufactured at BEML.
Yes.
So are there any plans for next year onwards?
We are trying to do one train on our own.
Okay.
That also maybe by middle of next year.
Okay.
In addition, you would have come to know that the Railway Board has awarded a contract for 80 sleepers to Titagarh. So those trains would be manufactured at ICF.